Hey guys, this is Gus with Emprove Remodeling over in Maryland, and we're here today with
Estefania Borns.
Estefania Borns. And where are you from, Estefania?
So I am a real estate agent, and I am from, I serve as the Twin Cities area in Minneapolis.
Perfect. Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and what got you into real estate.
Okay, so I am a native from Bolivia. I'm a proud mom of 2 little girls, and I've lived in Minnesota in the Twin Cities area for about 10 years now. And I got into real estate because I saw that there was a need for information, support, and I decided that it was something that I always wanted to do. I have a major in scientific and technical communications.
Right.
And I always wanted to work on that, but then I started seeing all these needs, and one day I decided just to jump in and service the community.
I love it. That's wonderful. So you've been doing this for about 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. And you said this is the best thing you've ever done. Obviously, you've held other jobs in the past.
Yeah.
But this has changed your life.
Definitely.
Why is that?
Well, being a mom is super important for me, and this allowed me to juggle my schedule, let's say. Like if my daughter had a dance or a presentation in school, I was always able to go in and make sure that my clients are still being taken care of, right, outside that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was able to be a present and a good mom.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta love what you do for sure. They say if you do what you love, you'll never work another day in your life. Does that sound
Definitely.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the same thing for me. I've been in the contracting or home remodeling industry for about 12 years now. Mm-hmm. Worked for different companies and finally decided to start my own, which is Emprove Remodeling. And I enjoy every day of it. Same thing goes, whatever you just described about yourself and how you enjoy what you do, goes for me as well. Mm-hmm. Wake up every morning very excited to go help out homeowners with their projects and designs and so on and so forth. It's a great feeling. So
you've been doing this for how long?
I've been in this industry for about 12 years.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's been fun.
What is your favorite part of it?
Honestly, just dealing with people. I'm a people person. I've always been, and just having the opportunity to go and help with their vision and just watch it transform from the sketch or an idea that they had in their mind and see it in reality. That's really what gets me so excited. That's what gets me out of bed. So obviously there are many real estate agents in Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
Especially in the Twin Cities. Why should people hire you?
I think I am very goal orientated, and I like to have that conversation with my clients of why the purchase or the sale of the home is very important for them, and we make sure we concentrate in that goal, and no matter what comes in our way, we still have that on our vision, right?
Right.
And it's a collaboration between the family or the individual that buys or sell. Mm-hmm. And I think my major, most important job is to provide the right information so you guys can make, like buyers or sellers can make the right decision.
Absolutely.
How about you?
Same. I mean, the reason why people should hire, not just me, any contractor is really a couple of things. This process can be frustrating, as you can imagine, because, a lot of homeowners go through a few companies and they see products here, they see products there, they see prices up and down and somewhere in between, and most times they can't justify it. So I tell all homeowners at the end of the day is you got to go with whoever you trust, whoever you're comfortable doing business with, right? Definitely. And most times you got to go with your gut. Obviously you have to verify the product, you have to verify the workmanship and the warranties, but at the end of the day it goes down to trust. If homeowners don't trust me, I honestly don't want them doing business with me. I want them to feel that trust and that comfort. Then say yes to me and shake my hand.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, one of the most important things is to have information, correct? What are the 3 items that you think you guys offer to be able to stand out from everybody else?
So, with any company, really, homeowners should be looking for 3 different things. Okay. Number 1 is the company itself, right? Mm-hmm. You got to make sure they've been in business for a while. They're trustworthy, right? Number 2 is the product itself. Okay. Number 3 is the workmanship. That's the biggest thing. And I'll add a bonus to that. Make it number 4 is the warranty. Okay. Right? So obviously you're going to get the product, the company, the product, the workmanship. You want to make sure that that company stands behind all those things. Mm-hmm. Okay. So in my opinion, those are the things that homeowners should be looking for.
So if you're talking about warranty, is there different types of warranty?
There are, yes, absolutely.
Can you mention your top 2 or 3?
Sure. So every warranty, every company offers some type of warranty, right?
Okay.
Unfortunately, in the home improvement industry, a lot of companies offer just manufacturer's warranty, right? So, and it would have, you know, things on the fine line, such as, you know, misuse or lack of maintenance or things like that, that gets the company out of that warranty very easily, right? So when you have a limited warranty, you got to make sure you read the fine line, and read, usually there's like a small paragraph or what's not covered in the warranty. So that's what you need to be looking out for when it comes to warranties.
Okay.
So speaking of warranties, tell me about home warranties. Should homeowners buy a warranty on their homes, and why?
Definitely. I think one of the most important things is to do an inspection. You know, inspections are not 100% sure, right? But we're doing a detailed inspection of the house, and you can see what are the things that show up and not. Right. But there is stuff, you know, inspectors are not perfect. Yeah. And there's stuff that you can miss. And I think buying a warranty that covers the big tickets, right? Like roofing, siding, heating and cooling, water heaters and all that it's really, you know, you're just buying a house, and if something like that breaks down, right, it's going to be a big hit in your wall.
And obviously those things, when they do break down, they're not covered under home insurance, right?
No, they're not.
Because that usually homeowners insurance typically covers what, extreme act of God or act of nature and stuff like that,
definitely,
right?
Definitely.
Not wear and tear.
Not wear and tear.
So that's when the warranty comes into place, and that's where the value of that warranty.
Yeah, and I think it's a very good, but you know, it's a very good backup. Yeah. But definitely is the decision of the buyer or the seller. Sometimes sellers decide to add the warranty kind of like a gift for the buyer, but it depends in every case. And you know, even new construction. Did you know that even new construction comes with issues? You know. Sure. Not everything's perfect, like I said, and it's a very important thing to do.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I like it. Okay, a couple more things that we want to cover here. So, I know you're a member of the NAREP.
NAREP.
NAREP. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So tell me about that. What does that stand for, and what exactly is your role with them?
So NAREP stands for National Association of Real Estate Professionals. So it covers all the real estate professionals like contractors, lenders, you know, investors and everything like that, and of course realtors. I am part of the board, and I am the marketing director of NAREP, and what we do is educate real estate agents so they can provide the right information to the clients, specifically to the Hispanic or Latino, but it's definitely something that we provide to all realtors, and they can use it with anybody.
Right. Yeah. And obviously you being bilingual, that also helps not just people that speak English, but also people that speak Spanish as well.
Definitely, and I think there is also the understanding of culture.
Yeah.
You know, culturally wise, we do things or understand things differently, and working with somebody that understands who you are and what is important for you has made a huge difference for my clients.
Absolutely. Just like in our industry, we don't just sell the product or the service. Yeah. Right? We want to sell what's right for that person. We want to get to know them. In fact, part of our presentation is one of the questions, or one of the slides that we talk about is, let's get to know you better, right? We want to know exactly a little bit about you, your background, your needs, and you know what improvements you've done to the home and stuff like that, before we make a decision that, okay, we're the right fit for you, and we have a product that's going to fit your needs and solve your problems.
Definitely. And now that you're mentioning that, one of the things that is very important is sellers decide to maybe sometimes make updates to their home. Yeah. Without even talking to a professional, either a contractor or a realtor, because sometimes they overinvest in improvements, and then you cannot get the return with the house value. You know, to get the house value, we do comparables with the market, the area, and making sure, like, sometimes we do 6 months depending on price range and stuff like that. So if you over improve, it was going to be really, really hard to get your money back in.
Yeah. And speaking of improvements, do you suggest homeowners do the improvements towards the beginning of their ownership, or towards the end or middle of ownership? When do you think is the best time to start making improvements?
I think it depends on where buyers and sellers are. Like if you just buy, you know, you're a first-time home buyer, and then you can live in the house, and it's, you know, of course, something that budget friendly for you, you can start doing improvements as you go. But if you are definitely considering selling, I recommend you talk to a professional, either a realtor, a contractor. Realtors have partnerships with different people. For example, I partner with a interior designer and stuff like that. Like a can of paint can do a huge difference, but you got to make sure like the color and everything, it's for everybody, right? For the liking of everybody, very neutral, so you can attract a lot of people.
Absolutely. If you were to give me, let's say, the top 3 or top 5 things that homeowners should improve to bring them a better value in that home, what would those be?
I think big tickets are, like I said, maybe paint. Another one, it will be outside, like curb appeal, kitchen, bathrooms, flooring. Making sure that the house is clean, making sure it's decluttered. It's one of the biggest things.
Absolutely. And just, to add a little bit more value to the homeowners, there is a report that comes out, once a year. It's called the Cost versus Value. It's, by a company called Remodeling Magazine. You can either pick up at the big box store or the grocery store, or you can download an app. And that report comes out, like I said, once a year, and it gives the homeowner and contractors an idea of how much they should invest based on the product or the service, and how much they will recoup based on the area as well. So that's a very, very good tool for all homeowners to have, and realtors as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, I do want to talk about, with the COVID and everything that's happening right now, the rates, where we're seeing a huge decrease, and a lot of people are taking advantage of it.
Definitely.
So is it fair to say that this is a seller's market, or is it a buyer's market? What's going on out there?
Well, it's definitely a seller's market right now. You're seeing, one house per 10 buyers, or sometimes depending on the area, you get even more.
Yeah.
And with COVID, also another thing is a lot of people are refinancing their homes. So one thing that I always tell my clients is to understand that right now appraisals are taking longer, because they are not only appraising the purchase, but they're also appraising, the people refinancing.
Right.
And another thing with COVID, what are the regulations that you guys follow? Because we have a lot of stuff to follow. Make sure you know client safety and your own safety and your family safety is first.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, we had to really pivot and adapt to a lot of new things that, thanks to technology, we're able to. So we introduced Zoom in our presentations. In fact, a lot of homeowners like that better. So what we do, we now schedule appointments and we just get on a Zoom call. We're able to share our screen with them. So we go over the presentation, we explain the products, and we educate them as much as we can on a Zoom meeting. And then once they make their final selection and decision, most paperwork, if not all paperwork, can be done electronically, right? And if we have to physically visit the home, or if we have to send a technician out for whatever reason we need to prior to installing the product, we will then schedule with the homeowner, of course following all COVID regulations and safety and stuff like that. So we definitely wear masks, we stay 6 feet apart, and we practice all social distancing and all that good stuff. So and I'm sure you guys are doing the same thing. Yeah,
no, definitely. I think one of the most important things is the conversation and always communication, right, between clients. Always ask my clients, if they have any symptoms. Making sure that if they don't have masks, I provide masks, hand sanitizer. If you're touring a home, not everybody should touch everything right now. We pick like one person to do the opening and shutting of doors and stuff like that. It's really important for the safety not only of the people that live in the home, right? But also for the people that are walking in and out.
Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure you also minimize the conversations that take place inside the home. You do that on the exterior.
We do it outside.
Just like how we do too.
Yeah, and one of the other things is that there is no overlapping showings. So that's also another benefit, because you have a little bit more time to look at things without having another family coming in, especially in open houses and stuff like that. We make sure that there is no more than one group at a time in the house.
Perfect. Okay.
So you were talking about like quality product. How important the quality product is?
So, short answer is it's very important.
Okay.
However, no matter like how good the quality is, in my opinion, workmanship is more important. No matter how good it is, if it's not installed properly, it's just not going to perform, right? A simple example, you take a Mercedes-Benz, right? Great engineering, great manufacturer, great company, great cars, very fine cars. If it's not assembled properly, it's going to fail, right?
I think it's something that is very important is to, hire somebody that has the information and has the time and willingness to sit down with you and answer all your questions,
Absolutely.
give you the right information.
Absolutely.
And because as a person, right, like even as a real estate agent, I don't know everything about like siding or roofing and all that. And I do need a partnership where I can say, hey, my client needs this, will you explain them this, this, and this?
Right.
So, definitely.
Absolutely.
Who you work with matters.
Absolutely. And I just want to touch on one thing, because we hear about this all the time in our industry, is that the lack of communication, right? Companies, sign the contract and the homeowners never hear from them again. Mm-hmm. What we do actually is the exact opposite. We bombard them with communication, and honestly, that's how I would want things to be done, and I wouldn't change a thing about this. The minute that we have an inquiry from a customer, they get a text message right away. They get an email, welcome to the company right away. Once we have, the final measurements, for instance, they get also communication, whether it's voicemail, phone call, text message, or email. We're in constant communication with the homeowner. We hold their hand throughout the entire process, and that's how we want it. And so it's a big thing, just like in your industry, it is in ours as well, and homeowners love it.
Yeah, definitely. I think following up like a month after reminder, like it's time to change your filter and your, and everything. Like doing those reminders, or like tax season's coming, here's the paperwork that you need for taxes, and making sure that you answer the questions and you have that relationship beyond the transaction, correct? One of the things that I love, and I think it's with most of, if not all my clients, we build that friendship, coffees and connections all the time.
And especially with first-time home buyers, right, or first-time homeowners that do projects on the homes, having that support system, having access to a hand that they can really rely on, or somebody that can rely on, like yourself or myself, after the fact is very important too, because most homeowners don't really pay close attention to those things. Like they don't know what to do with their taxes, or if their new windows have tax credits and so on and so forth.
And a big thing in Minnesota, winterizing. Right. Oh my God, I didn't know about winterizing stuff.
Winters are pretty brutal over there, so
yeah, definitely.
That's for sure. Okay, Estefania Borns, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, guys.